Hey everyone, this is Jill.
And this is Sarah, and you're listening to Milk and Whiskey Podcast.
Man, we ain't about to bull, but we need 6 rings. And no, we ain't cousins, but we tryna be kings. So you better crown us, better get from around us.
All right, welcome back to Milk and Whiskey, where it's girl talk about adult shit.
I'm actually really excited about this because I finally have someone that can understand me and is going through what I recently went through.
That is not Sarah.
I haven't introduced you yet. But before we get into that, really quick, you guys know the drill. Rate and subscribe, review us. Please send reviews because, we want to keep this going and your guys' reviews keep us motivated. So make sure that you hit that rate and review button. Also, make sure to check out our website, www.milkandwhiskeypod.com. Check us out on Instagram at Milk and Whiskey Pod. And speaking of Instagram, we have another guest this week. We have one of my best friends and one of my bridesmaids from my wedding, Charlotte, on the line. You can find her on Instagram at _NP. She has a health educational Instagram.
And disease prevention.
Yes. Hello.
And like her Instagram name says, she is French.
And I am a nurse practitioner as well.
It's all true. There's no false advertising in her Instagram, you guys.
None at all. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Of course. Well, we're excited to have you because today's topic, coming off of Halloween, I feel like this is a very appropriate topic because it's terrifying. It's pregnancy. But Charlotte is about to be a mom and bless me with a niece, what I'm so excited about.
The little baguette.
Baby baguette, for sure.
I can't wait for my future little niece-in-law because, she's going to marry Clyde Jill.
I was waiting for that one to come out today. I put money on that.
Your babies are getting married. We're going to be family.
So how are you feeling, Charlotte? How's this pregnancy treating you?
Honestly, I cannot complain. I was expecting it to be horrifying, but I have had zero symptomology except for maybe some sore boobs. So I'm very good.
That's really good. That's kind of what I went through too. I had a pretty laid back pregnancy myself. I didn't really have too much of any bad things, bad side effects that my other friends have gone through in terms of like swelling, my feet getting bigger, or just being super hormonal. I was actually way more laid back than I am not pregnant. Which is
really?
Weird. Yeah.
That's actually kind of nice.
I can literally hear all of the former moms out there screaming like, you fucking bitches with your easy pregnancy.
We're really lucky. Honestly, super, super grateful because I know it's not easy for a lot of people, so.
Yeah. Do you have like an instinct on what she's going to be like? If she's going to be a little hellraiser like my baby who's screaming right now, or if she's going to be a sweet sleeper, or...
I'm kind of banking on her being like her dad, because that would probably be the best thing that could ever happen to us, because I was a pain in the ass as a kid, and my husband is the most mellow, laid-back, optimistic person ever, so...
Yeah, he was a good baby.
Oh, yeah, and I'm really hoping that she's like her dad. So, she's gonna be a girl. There you go.
Baby Clem!
Baby Clem, exactly.
Baby Clem. I can tell you, poor Jill has just been put through the ringer.
So I've heard.
Got a fussy little one.
Me, as a baby, my mom said I was the best baby in the whole wide world. I was super quiet, that people would even forget that I was even in the room. But Cole was the opposite, so he really took after his dad. Goddamn, I carried this guy for 9 fucking months for him to come out looking exactly like his dad and nothing like me.
That makes you feel better. My mom said I came out and I looked ugly, so she told everyone I was ugly for the first 2 months of my life.
Oh.
So, as long as she's kind of cute, I'll be happy.
She'll be gorgeous. I already know it.
Knowing what you and your husband look like, she is gonna be the most beautiful little baby girl.
So.
Yeah.
Ever.
Either way, I'll love her. She can look like a potato and she'll be great, so.
I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait till you actually have the baby so we can actually talk about motherhood.
I'm really nervous, though. I was just telling my husband how I'm starting to get that anxiety about her being here. The going into labor portion, all of that stuff. I'm only 3 months out, but still, it's starting. It's creeping on me.
The worriness. Yeah, I get it.
That's a worry wart, Jill.
Yeah, I was already a worrywart to begin with, but it just heightened as I was getting closer to the due date, I think.
Yeah.
Even worse postpartum, actually.
I do have a question for the two of you because you guys had pregnancies in two different ways. Like Jill, you've been very open about the fact that yours was a surprise blessing, but Charlotte, yours was planned.
Yes.
What would you say was the most interesting part about each of yours? Jill, besides the surprise of being pregnant, but for each of you, what was the most interesting part about when you realized you were pregnant?
Cole's reaction. It was funny because so I don't know if anybody has read my blog, but basically part of the reason why we kept it is because Cole's dad had passed away. So we thought it was very symbolic. It was the circle of life. And Cole had actually just flown back in from Colorado for a memorial to his father. And that same day I found out I was pregnant. And I told him, I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And he was like smiling, everything. And then he was like, you're pregnant. And then the smile just started becoming straight and serious, and it just really sunk in, and he just had this total shock. Oh, fuck. But he was like, it was a mix of emotions. So I think that was a surprise. I was surprised that his initial reaction was that he was really happy and excited.
Oh, that's sweet.
What about you, Charlotte? What was the most interesting part about actually trying to get pregnant?
Surprisingly, I think probably the fact that when I first took my first pregnancy test, I took maybe 3 or 4 of them, and they were all negative, and I knew we had been trying. And the disappointment I felt was horrid, especially because I knew that Clem was leaving for over a month or about a month to go to Europe for work. And in my mind, I just kept saying, we missed it. I'm going to be alone for a month. That's going to delay us by another month. So there was that period of like, oh, I'm disappointed in my body. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. But then I think what happened is one of my old schoolmates was just like, you know what, you probably ovulated late or something. You're kind of having symptoms and you're late. So just go take a 5th pregnancy test. Okay, sure, no problem. Went home, took it, positive in like 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So then it's like, okay, so all of that like disappointment turned into elation, which was great. But I think when you know you're trying, if you don't succeed, I can understand how a lot of women get really disappointed if it takes a while.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been trying?
Not even a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are very lucky.
Besides for pregnancy being easy, the making the baby part was super easy.
My husband was super proud. He was like patting himself on the back. He's proud of himself. Yeah.
Yes. Strong swimmers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because I just know most women that do plan, they have a hard time. It takes them a while to get pregnant. So that's really, really lucky. You're very fortunate for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
super
very
happy
grateful.
For you.
Thank you. Telling him was a lot of fun too. That was exciting.
How did you tell him?
He told me never to take a pregnancy test without him, but I went ahead and did it anyway. And then I left the stick on the coffee table and I videotaped him. I pretended I was holding my phone near my chest, but was really taping. And so I had him walk in the house and I'm like, oh, what's that on the table? And so he looks, and he realizes what it is, turns around, tears in his eyes, super welled up with emotion. Sweetest reaction ever. And I have it all on tape, which makes me super happy. So I can show her
that is so cute. Yeah. Did you guys want a girl or a boy? Like, did you guys prefer what you wanted or no? You didn't really care?
I was rooting for girls to set her up with your son.
I think it was mostly, everyone always says like, oh, I just want a healthy baby. Right. But I think secretly I really wanted a girl. But I think when you know my husband, you kind of understand why. I think Sarah can kind of attest to that. Just because he's so calm and he's quiet, he's not super like into sports and all of that stuff. And I just always told myself a girl would probably suit his personality better. I was kind of secretly like, oh, if it's a girl, I'll be really happy. And I was really happy. Aww. I've only ever had 2 dreams about having a baby, and both of them were about having a girl, so I figured it was a sign.
That's so awesome. I mean, for the most part, my friends that do have girls, they tend to be easier than my friends that do have boys, including me. So that's really, really awesome. I mean,
when they get older, though, I guess is when they say it's probably better to have a boy. Well,
if they're gonna be like Sarah, it's gonna be a really difficult childhood.
I didn't do anything bad besides that one time behind your house.
You only, never obeyed your mom. So you You were a little rebel.
Yeah, but she is a feisty woman that we love today, so I'm totally cool with it. If my daughter can have anything like your personality, I will be happy.
If your daughter's like you, I think that's the best thing ever.
Oh my God, seriously.
I was kind of a pain in the butt too, though. If you compare myself to my brother, oh yeah.
Not anywhere near as bad as like me, as bad, I don't know, maybe Jill too, because like we come from the same fucking gene pool.
I was a pretty bad kid.
Neither of us were easy. You at least tried to make your parents happy. Jill and I were like,
fuck you guys.
Who's Clyde gonna be like?
Oh my God.
You might be fucked on that. It becomes like not like either of you when he's a teenager.
I know. I mean, I really hope the one thing that he'll get from me is my patience, but we'll see. I feel like he's really going to be a lot like his father. I mean, he's already so much like his goddamn dad, which is great, but Cole can be a handful. And then both of them under the same roof. Oh, geez. Dear Lord, help me. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I just hope to raise him to be a really good kid, you know, a good head on his shoulders, really.
So I have to ask you guys the quintessential pregnancy question, though. What has been the weirdest craving you've had while pregnant?
Charlotte?
None.
If you've had cravings.
I've had 0 cravings. 0.
What?
I have my bowl of vegetable soup at dinner and fruits. That's like it.
God, you're eating so healthy. What the fuck?
I know, really. Have you had like bad food aversion though?
None.
Really?
I've had 0. I'm telling you, this has been a really easy
not even
pregnancy.
food aversion. Wow.
Seriously, moms all across the U.S. are just cursing you guys.
The only bout of nausea I ever had was at Sarah's bachelorette party for those 5 minutes. That's the only time I was ever nauseous.
You were nauseous at my bachelorette party? Was
For all of 10
was
minutes.
I fucking gone? Is that why I didn't notice?
Yes,
was I
think
like
that was it.
Kind of blacked out.
Okay. Was it when you were sitting on the top of the VIP booth with a drink in your, or not a drink, but a bottle, an empty bottle, let me make that clear, an empty bottle of vodka in your hand?
No, this was before we even left and had our whole night.
I felt like it was kind of throughout the day, just literally would last 5 minutes and you're like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Jill, what were your food aversions or cravings?
My food, I definitely had really bad food aversion, which is the stuff that was bad for you anyways during pregnancy. Like I didn't like sushi, which the pre-pregnant Jill loved sushi. To this day, I'm still not all about it, which is really weird.
But you and Cole got that sushi platter that he interrupted our podcast for to find out.
I'm trying to buy sushi to get that craving back of, oh my God, I want sushi. But what I craved was actually what Cole loved eating, which wasn't technically the healthiest. So burgers, buffalo wings. And I am generally a healthy eater, but that went out the door.
Yeah.
That's how you knew you were having Cole's son.
Seriously. If there are any questions, that totally blew it out the window. Any doubts?
Yeah. So, Charlotte, since we have you on here, from an NP standpoint, what is like your biggest advice to girls out there who are pregnant and are, you know, maybe in their first stages and kind of curious about what to expect?
I would start with every pregnancy is different for everybody. So I've had NP friends who had horrible morning sickness, vomiting in the morning, that whole shebang. So I think telling your employer, first of all, at whatever time seems most appropriate for you, just go with what feels best for you. So I waited till I was at least 3 months in, but I've had friends who had to say earlier, because occasionally you might need time off earlier than the 3 months when you're planning on telling people. And then honestly, I know that weight gain is a huge issue for women. And in terms of healthcare and how to be healthy for yourself, I would say be aware of your body before you get pregnant and keep yourself up to date and aware of what your typical pregnancy weight gain should be for your pregnancy based on your pre-baby weight or pre-pregnancy weight in order to keep yourself as healthy as possible. And definitely staying hydrated, eating the right foods for yourself, and knowing your body. If something doesn't feel right, then more than likely it's not right, and getting checked out and making sure your doctor knows and is aware.
That's a good one, because I think a lot of girls will probably be like, oh, well, if it doesn't feel right, it's probably just because I'm pregnant and I'm not normally pregnant. But no, that's definitely a good rule of thumb. If it doesn't feel right, you at least pay attention to it at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the pregnancy advice that I would give is have your me time and do as many date nights as possible, because it has been very hard for us to find that quality time together. And that's the one thing that I do miss is just having that me time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of me time.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure.
that's my advice, I would say.
And sexy time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you and your
Yes.
husband are like all about each other, so I don't know how you're
Yeah,
gonna handle
so-
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to say
Jill,
goodbye.
they have a healthy love life.
That's awesome.
He'll love to hear that one. I'm gonna make him listen to this just for that.
You guys really do.
I'm really, oh gosh, I have the hottest husband ever too, so. See,
Aw.
I'm talking about it, I'm getting flustered.
You're already getting hot just even bother thinking about it.
They are so into each other. Even the way Clem talks about her body, you're just all like, oh, do you want me to give you a moment by yourself with those
Can I
thoughts?
just say, Charlotte, I'm into your fucking body too.
Oh,
Like, your
thank
body
you.
is-
I'm into yours too, Miss Milk Jugs, when I saw you at the bachelorette party. You have an impressive body too, because you
Literally.
maintained your figure after too.
It's cool, guys. Thank you. No,
Oh yeah, you too, Say.
no, it's fine. It's fine. We made our fucking point.
This is great. Do you have any pregnancy/mommy items that have helped you along this pregnancy that you could tell the pregnant women that this is an essential to invest in during your pregnancy? Like, a body pillow or something.
Surprisingly, I know a lot of people really want to have a body pillow, and I bought one. I'm totally that person who did. Because you hear the whole, you have to sleep on the left side of your, you have to sleep on the left side. It's better for blood flow, things like that. But I've actually had really good conversations about it with my OB, who says that she would rather people new to rotisserie chicken, meaning sleep on your left, turn yourself and sleep on the right. She says there's nothing good about sleeping on the left side because a lot of women complain about sciatic pain when they're pregnant. And a lot of times that stems from the fact that they're sleeping on their left side for such a prolonged period of time. It puts so much pressure on the sciatic nerve that's why they get those shooting pains. So honestly, other than I don't completely recommend a body pillow, even though I have one, there's really so far nothing I've absolutely needed, except a good pair of walking shoes because you definitely have to go walking and exercise.
There we go. Yeah, I think in my sleep, I was just flipping on my right and my left in general.
You rotisserie chickened yourself, girl.
I totally did, even though
I
they
love
told me
that
to lay on my
phrase.
left side. I know, me too.
I really like that. I just like imagine someone sleeping in like a straight line and just turning. So don't forget, ladies who are pregnant, rotisserie chicken sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that. So I will be telling my sister who is now pregnant.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, my sister is now pregnant.
Congratulations.
So exciting.
Well, let's go into the second part of this
Portion?
conversation.
Of the segment?
And we are going to do a little trivia.
All right.
Celebrity baby trivia. Well, a mix of celebrity baby trivia and a mix of baby trivia.
Okay.
You may know all the answers. Let me start off with an easy one, Charlotte.
Oh,
Okay.
God. I already probably am going to fail. Okay.
So, Charlotte, this celebrity started this organic baby company called The Honest Company. Is it A, Jessica Alba, B, Kim Kardashian, or C, Angelina Jolie?
Jessica Alba.
Nice. Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh, yes, that is Jill's dream wife, so you better
I
have gotten
know.
that question right.
Probably the only answer I'll get right.
Well, there's actual baby trivia that you may know too.
Yeah. Also, we did like a makeup quiz with Jill. I quizzed her, and we thought that she wasn't going to get a lot right, but she ended up surprising herself even. So you never know.
All right. Perfect.
Especially when it's multiple choice. It helps.
That's true.
Okay. What is the average amount of diapers a newborn goes through every day? Is it A, 3 to 6, B, 20 to 25, or C, 8 to 12?
I'm going to go with B, but phone a friend.
You're asking to phone me on this question?
Sarah, how often do you
Oh my
change your
God.
diapers?
More accurate, it's how many times do I change Trevor's diapers, okay? Let's make that clear. Okay, are you sure you want to use your phone a friend on that?
I'm gonna go with closer to 8 to 12 because when they're born, they should be making wet diapers pretty frequently, but poopy diapers maybe 3 or 4 times a day when they're first born. So I'm gonna go with 8 to 12.
Yeah, usually when they're first born, they have to make at least one wet diaper for 24 hours, and then it just increases as the day goes by, and then after a week, it should be at least 5 wet diapers within 24 hours. So the answer is C, 8 to 12. You
Boom!
are correct.
See, don't use me for that. Save me for like a pop culture question that you don't know. That one I might have a fighting chance.
I should totally ask Sarah the baby trivia and then you the
I'm
celebrity.
so down with that.
Oh God.
Okay, so Charlotte, what were the names of Danny's 3 girls on Full House? Is it A, Raquel, DJ, and Caitlin, B, Stephanie, DJ, and Michelle, or C, Candace, Ashley, and Gabby?
DJ, Michelle, and I don't remember what the middle one, B, whatever B was.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
right. Stephanie, DJ, and Michelle.
Look at Charlotte, 3
You
for
are
3.
on a roll. You
Yeah.
exactly. You're 3 for 3, girl. Okay, here we go. How many bones does a baby have at birth? Is it A, 206, B, 300, or C, 306? I actually didn't know this.
It's going to be less than an adult, right? Go over the numbers one more time.
Is it A, 206, B, 300, or C, 306?
I'm going to go with it's less than an adult. Wait, no, just kidding. More because they fuse as they get older.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's correct.
I did that backwards. So I'm going to go with 206, the 200 number, 206.
It's B, 300.
Damn it. Boo.
I know. It's
Oh, I
okay.
don't know.
How many does an adult have? Hold on. Backtrack.
It's over 300.
I don't know. I just
don't know
that
either.
babies have more because
They fuse.
yes, they fuse as they get older.
Got it.
I think a human has what, 325? 300 over, yeah, 3 something. It's over 306. I know that much.
Hold on. How many bones does an adult human? Oh, not an adult ham. Adult human.
Adult ham.
Yes. 206. So just A would have been correct for an adult.
For an adult.
There you go.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this is the last question, and
Okay.
remember, you have that one lifeline to phone a friend.
Yes.
Okay,
Is it gonna be worth it to use me on this one?
I hope so. I mean, fuck. Phineas, Hazel, and Henry share which Hollywood mom? Is it A, Julia Roberts, B, Angelina Jolie, C, Gwyneth Paltrow, or D, Jessica Alba? The only reason why I actually made up this question was because I listened to a podcast on it. So,
Phineas, Hazel, and what?
and Henry share which? You better not be Googling the fucking answer.
I'm not.
She's not.
Oh, you're not. Well, that's your fault for dropping off of FaceTime to not be able to check this.
I'm for sure phoning a friend. I have no clue. Who names their kid Phineas?
I know.
Well, I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cute, actually. I feel like it would, like, grow on you.
I would totally just call him Finn.
But yeah, like Finny.
Yeah.
What was A and C again?
Are you gonna like choose the whitest actors?
Shush.
A is Julia Roberts and C Gwyneth Paltrow.
It's for sure not Gwyneth Paltrow because her
Yeah,
daughter's
because
name
it's
is
not her. Yeah, and I know that Jessica Alba didn't name her kids that, so,
Didn't name him that.
and neither did whatever that other bitch was at B. So I'm gonna go A.
You guys are correct.
So it totally was the whitest person on that list too.
Yeah, I know.
Of course I got it right, guys. It's what I
I know,
specialize
Sarah,
in.
you totally did like process of elimination there. Like
That's how a
strategy.
smart mind works, you guys.
Mhm. Well, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed my little quiz, my little
That was
baby
great.
and celebrity trivia quiz.
I enjoyed you doing it and me kind of getting to play this time. Just only kind of getting to
Aw.
play.
Well, Sarah, you learned something new about, newborns having 8 to 12 wet diapers, and so you're baby ready.
It's
You're
totally
ready.
selling it to me. Thank you.
Sarah, I have a question for you. What's the best part about being a mom to Spartacus and Pip? Because you are a mom.
Oh, that they don't
Mhm.
talk back and they never will because they're not going to grow up into bratty teenagers.
That's pretty good. You're right.
Right? Exactly. Jill, remember that. Tux will never talk back to you. Whenever you want to
Yeah.
neglect Tux, remember though, he's the child that will never talk back.
I know. He still is my best one.
Because he doesn't wake you up every 2 hours. So yeah, Charlotte, good luck to that. Hopefully, you don't have a fussy infant.
Yeah, hopefully she's a lot like Clem.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Seriously, because
I have Jill's secrets to rocking a baby to sleep. You just gotta, put on Get Low, and you just gotta sing about skeeting and puts them right to sleep. Classic lullaby.
I started listening to Mozart because I remember you telling me that story and being like, oh, maybe I should listen to like the opposite so she's not so fussy or awake all the time.
But I did go on Facebook because I belong to a mommy group for San Franciscans, and I asked all the mommies with babies 9 months and under, what is the average amount of sleep you get on a daily basis? And they said average is between 4 hours uninterrupted, altogether 7 hours, but uninterrupted. So that's basically me. I get altogether 7 hours, but consecutively without any interruption, I think I only get 3 or 4 hours, which
you are
sucks.
rocking it because you look fabulous.
Oh,
and you're
thanks.
working, so good
It's
job.
that cat eye that she's got the confidence to do because, don't makeup shame her.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
It was a good episode. I loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Aw,
Oh, it makes me happy to
thanks.
hear that you're listening.
I listened to all of them on my way home, so.
Oh, I love you so much. Well, look, now you're on one of them. That's so exciting.
I know. Special guest.
Well, we have had so much fun having you on. You definitely did much better than the boys did last week.
Good.
They were kind of droning on. They kept watching the fucking is it baseball? Yeah, the fucking baseball game while we were trying to record a damn podcast. But
yeah. Ooh, I know. Maybe we can do another show with you
Yes.
postpartum.
Yeah,
when the baby comes
yeah.
and do another interview about how motherhood is
check
going
in.
for you.
I would love that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
we'll see if her baby is better than yours. I don't mean
Most
better.
likely.
I just mean
No, but we're going to take the opportunity to introduce them.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
You guys heard it here first. Future spouses will meet here on Milk and Whiskey Podcast for the first time. By FaceTime.
Hey.
I'm very excited for this, you guys. We're going to be family. This is exciting.
Aw.
Well, thank you guys all so much for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed our guest, Charlotte. Hold on. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, before you sign off, Charlotte, I just want you to titillate the audience a little bit. Can you say something in French to them?
Okay.
Yes.
Anything in particular?
Jill, do you have a phrase in mind?
Okay, let me
No.
think of
Okay.
one. Hold on.
Okay.
Je m'appelle Charlotte et j'ai tellement hâte de devenir maman très bientôt en 3 mois.
Oh my God. It's
Oh
so
my
sexy.
God.
It's so
I know.
sexy.
So hot. And you probably just said, hi, my name is Charlotte, and something else.
And I'm going to be a mom in 3 months and I'm excited. Basically, that's it.
Oh my God.
That was the sexiest way anyone's ever told anyone that they're about to be a mom. Like, honestly, it's just so effortless the way the accent rolls off your tongue.
I know, seriously.
Well, I was born there.
You guys probably talk dirty French to each other in the bed,
Oh,
too.
we do. I mean,
How do you say dad in French?
How do you say what?
How do you say daddy in French,
Yeah,
actually?
yeah, like how do you say daddy
That
in
doesn't
French?
really exist. I can tell you how to say like daddy, like a baby saying daddy to his mom, or to his dad.
No, but like, is there like a sexy daddy version in French?
No, not really.
Oh.
Do you guys talk dirty to each other in French? Like, I don't even know how I would.
Jill's trying to bring some heat to the bedroom because they got a baby in the house. She needs
Here, I'm
this.
going to tell you one thing to say. There's nothing particularly sexy, but whenever you want more, you just kind of like make your eyes all sexy and look at them and say encore,
Oh.
plus, means more.
What is that? Like my heart? What?
Basically, encore means like give me more again. Encore.
Jill, we say that in English. Encore. She just said it with the French way.
Oh my God, but that was still so fucking hot.
I'm like, did she really not know that encore is a thing? But it comes from French, so she said it like the original way, and it's
the original.
Okay, I have total mom brain right now. Okay, it's a little fucked.
Well, we hope you guys enjoy the pregnancy talk and the sexy lesson talk so that you can get pregnant if you want to. Thank you, Charlotte, so much again for being on our podcast. Love having you.
Thanks for having me. This is fun.
Of course. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Make sure that you guys follow her. It's @thefrench_NP on Instagram. Lots of great health and disease prevention advice, as well as she is kind of documenting her mommyhood journey on there. So if you want to see how big she is, pop over. Check it out. Actually, you look great. Honestly, you do. You always look good.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Yeah. Make sure to, of course, follow Jill and I. I'm at _bottled ambition.
And I am Case of the Mom Days.
And make sure to follow the podcast, Milk and Whiskey Pod on Instagram, Milk Whiskey Pod on Twitter, and check us out at www.milkandwhiskeypod.com. But thank you guys all so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Au revoir!
Au revoir.
Oh, God. You guys are so sexy. Stop.
All I ever wanted was to ball. From childhood, that's the only thing I recall. Walking up and down the classroom.
But I stopped wearing regular bras by 2 months in.
What do you have to wear now? Like maternity bras? Oh, okay.
Girl.
Is that like extra supportive?
It's just comfortable. No, they're just more comfortable.
Are they much more comfortable? Should I just be wearing them just for me?
I would.
I fucking hate bras so much. So like
They are pretty
I'm
comfortable.
wearing a maternity
They're
bra.
pretty comfortable.
Are you both drinking alcohol? Because it's making me sad.
I'm so sorry, Charlotte. We usually do, but you're pregnant, so I didn't text you to get alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna get like sparkling apple cider, just to like, you know.
Hold on. Clem, can you bring me water?
She can just pretend it's
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
That's what I'm
Charlotte.
gonna do.
Yeah, I listen to NPR sometimes.
Oh my God, you listen to NPR.
That's
Hashtag how I know I'm old.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how I know I'm old.
Why didn't you throw it into episode 2, dude? We're definitely gonna need to do a volume 2. Dear God. You better bookmark that one.
Okay.
Fucking NPR. The fuck? How come you didn't come with that? You're all selling your life insurance. You couldn't come through with it. You listen to NPR now?
I know. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Did you hear her fucking selling life insurance on episode 2?
I thought it was great. I think I went out and researched after that. So.
Oh, it's done with you guys. That's what it was telling you. So I played the outro.
That's
I was
the
like,
end of
no
that.
more.